All right.
What's the show name?
The show name is Kibitzer.
Kibitzer?
Kibitzer.
Kibitzer?
Kibitzer. Whatever.
I'm going to mispronounce this name every single time.
We're going to have that written out for you. It's Kibitzer, I think.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be written on the title somewhere.
Yep. Okay. So today's topics, two main topics. We're going to talk about the Humble Bundle from Steam, which has a series of retro fighting games.
Well, Humble Bundle is their own group thing, but yeah, all the games on there are usually Steam compatible.
Yeah, so we're talking about all this, but it's a Steam pack, is what it is.
More or less.
Yeah, so it's a Steam pack, and it's got a lot of good retro stuff that even like non-hardcore gamers might recognize from the old school days.
This is like talking like 90s age. Like most of these games are at least 20 years old by this point. So on the list is Art of Fighting 2, Fatal Fury Special, King of the Monsters. That's my personal favorite. It's kaiju wrestling, like first time. Metal Slug 2, another fan favorite. Samurai Shodown 2.
A very good one.
Sengoku 3, a game that probably not a lot of people remember, but it's a really awesome. It's one of the more technical brawlers where they emphasize combos. King of Fighters 2000, an awkward choice there, but sure. And well, even more awkward, Baseball Stars 2.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, arcade sports. At least be thankful that they're not actually putting that bowling game.
Yeah, I don't play bowling on games.
I would rather have them put in Neo Turf Masters because actually that is fun. Well, that's the pay any you want. You pay 1 penny and you get all those games. That's how the Humble Bundle works. But if you pay more than the average, which is currently at the time of recording $9.46, you'll get more games. And one of them is actually Neo Turf Masters. Yes, we do have a live audience. Okay, we also have another personal favorite, Last Blade, one of the more beautiful animated fighters. Polestar, Metal Slug 1, Metal Slug 3, Shock Troopers, Twinkle Star Sprites, which is another rare item actually. You get the
KOF.
This is not actually the Neo Geo. Now, most of these games in here are Neo Geo ROM emulations, except for a few select ones, which is King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match Final Edition, which is the Steam release copy.
Good enough for me.
There's also the Neo Geo 25th Anniversary soundtrack, and more games to be listed soon. And if you pay, and then there's another tier if you pay more than $10.
That's 50 cents more, people.
At this time, you get Shock Troopers, the sequel to Shock Troopers, the second squad. You get Samurai Shodown 5 Special. Another great one here, Mark of the Wolves, Garo Mark of the Wolves, Fatal Fury.
Yeah, Jackson likes that one.
Everyone loves this one. This is like one of the rarest, if not the most sought after popular Neo Geo cartridge, because it commands at least $300 to $500. Then we got Metal Slug X, and then the other Steam release title, King of Fighters 2002 Unlimited Match. And right now, the Humble Bundle is supporting the American Red Cross, so you can, when you make your donation, you can divide it any way you want between SNK, the Humble Bundle, and the American Red Cross. And there is an extra bonus item here as well. If you pay more than $40, and then you also have to include shipping in that, you'll get the Neo Geo 25th Anniversary Metal Slug t-shirt designed by Fangamer.
Yeah, definitely take a look at that. I mean, it's got a lot of good classical games. You know, stuff that I played when at community centers was like Samurai Shodown and Art of Fighting. Art of Fighting 2.
Art of Fighting 2 is the better one, because Art of Fighting 1 was the technical showcase. It's the first one that showed the camera zoom. So when you know how there's always a fixed camera in most fighting games.
Yeah.
In Art of Fighting, you start off really close to each other, so the camera zoomed in on those really large sprites, and then when they backdash away.
I remember that.
And then
I
they
remember
zoom
that.
the camera out.
Yeah, it makes it more dramatic.
Yeah.
It was good. Right? I mean, it's a cool game with, at the time it was like the only alternative next to Street Fighter 2. So,
Yeah, because like you got to remember that Fatal Fury was created by some of the original Street Fighter team. Like when
didn't know that.
When Street Fighter 1 was made, and then they made I think it was during Final Fight after that. The original team split off and became part of Neo Geo SNK and did Fatal Fury. And technically, Fatal Fury came out before Street Fighter 2 did.
I remember that, yeah.
Yep. Incidentally, Fatal Fury was actually my first fighting game.
And I remember I really sucked at that one. And Street Fighter.
Who's your favorite Fatal Fury of the original three?
Uh,
There's Terry, there's Andy, and there's Joe.
I've only ever used Terry.
Ah,
Yeah. He's the standard, the classic.
yeah.
With the hat and everything.
Yeah, I'm more of an Andy guy. I like running around with my elbow out.
Yeah, Andy's martial arts never really impressed me.
He's a ninja.
Not impressed.
All right. So, what other titles in here that you think that that you remember?
Samurai Shodown. Samurai Shodown 2, that is in the bundle, kind of strikes me as a more interesting one. Obviously, because of at the time, I think that was one of the more original more animated, more cartoony compared to. We're right next to Art of Fighting. That was pretty cartoony, but it's got more of the mystical factor in there with like the different the different martial arts and I forgot the people's names inside the game already.
You just gotta remember Hawamaru, the guy who just chopped down that tree in the beginning.
Yeah, I think he chops down the tree. No, and then there's also the girl that summons the hawk, the falcon. Yeah, and then Galford. Yeah, Galford.
Hey, Poppy.
Yeah. No, well, I remember the animal ones, and then there's this the creepy guy with the giant axe thing.
Axe thing?
Yeah, he's got the mask on. I forgot who it was.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, I'd have to play the game. I'm sure some thing's gonna show up here soon with with the video coming out of here. So some of the characters in there.
Yeah, so if you guys are watching, if I manage to post this up on time, if you go to the Humble Bundle site right now, they actually have an in-browser emulator to actually sample these games.
Yeah, you need what kind of specs for that?
Higher than the one I have at home.
Yeah, at least an i5 with because you're running out of browser.
Running through a Chrome browser, so the Chrome browser has a lot of overhead, so at least a somewhat half-decent computer.
Which is minimum i5, by the way. That's half decent these days.
Well, that's above average than the grandma PC.
Yeah.
Anyways,
some other classics that we have in here, I didn't play a lot of these besides from the ones that I've mentioned, besides from some of the King of Fighters stuff afterwards.
I think the oldest title in here is the King of Monsters,
which I've never played.
I'm not too sure what the date on Baseball Stars is, but I'm pretty sure King of Monsters is the oldest title. I'm sure someone out there is going to correct me. Maybe Polestar. Polestar may be older.
Yeah.
All right. How many Samurai Showdowns have you played?
Well, maybe you have 2 or 3 of them.
So have you played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
I wouldn't even know the difference.
You mentioned this once before. Your favorite Samurai Shodown was the Neo Geo 64 version.
Yes, the 3D one. The one I played when I was in college. The 3D one, a little bit slower paced compared to the animated one, but obviously it's not in here, so you won't see it. But it had it was obviously 3D, and with the 3-dimensional movement, it was harder to do kind of like standard 2D attacks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got side steps and everything.
Yeah, side steps and whatnot. I really liked Hanzo in that one. because he had the all the arm breaking techniques.
All the bone breakers.
Yeah, like a much better ninja than Andy.
I guess.
And that specific one, I forgot the people. I forget the people's names. I guess I'm so bad with names. The water guy and the fire guy.
I used to remember those two. They were really annoying to fight because they're usually the first or second match.
Yeah, and then another favorite of the whole group was Ukyo. I remember him.
The guy with tuberculosis.
The guy who's always dying, but
He's always coughing up blood. He never actually dies.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, he coughs and he can cut an apple into multiple shreds
Yes.
every single time.
Yes, like the whole gimmick was that it's like you can do it normally without the apple, you just do like normal damage, but you throw the apple out and hit the opponent with the apple, you do more damage.
If you can actually do that. But a lot of cool moves in the 64 version. I played more of that one than any other one. That's probably one of the reasons why. Yeah, that was college.
Have you ever played The Last Blade?
No, I have not played the last one.
I would have considered The Last Blade like the successor to Samurai Shodown. It would have played more akin to Fatal Fury than any sort of Samurai
He's
Shodown.
gonna have to post a video up there because I have no idea what he's talking about.
But yeah, Last Blade is like most critically known as has the best backgrounds in fighting games. Some of the best music as well, and it's
Not that type of background. More animated.
it's fully animated.
Fully
Like,
animated.
And it has like outside of Capcom vs SNK 1 has also one of the most interesting intros to matches. Like not just like player versus player, but you actually see the intro to a stage.
That would be interesting if I had the time to play all these games.
You've seen Kenshin, right? Remember Kenshin?
Yes.
Think of that as a fighting game. That's Last Blade.
I can't see that happening. All the Kenshin games that were kind of made, I didn't play, but it didn't get very big. I'll tell you that right now. So all the Kenshin games kind of sucked.
No, but like the Last Blade takes place in the same era,
Oh, okay.
in the Bakumatsu era.
Okay. Because everybody's what do you call it? Was part of the
Part of the Shinsengumi.
yeah those guys and the Sekigahara and all those things. Everybody got betrayed at some point.
Yep. The only reason why I particularly enjoyed Last Blade because it has Jet Li's portrayal of Wang Fei Hong in it
Yeah.
as Lee Rekka.
That's right.
Yeah, but you know that if Jet Li was in anything, he can't be beaten. So
No.
he should technically be the best character.
Kinda is.
Kind of in the right hands. What else do we have here? We have other games I have not played besides from KOF 98.
I like to special mention that like a lot of these games on this list are debuting on Humble Bundle for the very first time. Like this is the first time these games were announced. So like you can go on Steam and try to buy them now. I don't think they're actually listed yet. So the only way to get them, I haven't actually checked myself. The only way to get them right now is through the Humble Bundle list. So
You
My-
can't buy it directly on Steam.
not yet.
But does it go on to Steam? It just attaches to your account.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
So
but
you
my
can't buy it on Steam.
But my personal treasure hunt for this was Twinkle Star Sprites. For the longest time, I was looking for a home version of this game because this was released arcade only.
And until now, I still don't know what Twinkle Star is.
Twinkle Star Sprites is a vertical shooter, kind of like 1942 and all that kind of stuff,
Okay.
but played in versus mode.
So shooting against each other?
Not each other. You're shooting enemies, which throws garbage enemies at your opponent. And if you do well enough, you summon a boss.
So what? It's kind of like this, and then
Yeah.
enemies are crossing in the middle?
It's split screen vertically, kind of like Puzzle Bubble.
Okay.
So you have each person on their own play field, and you play a vertical shooter on your own, and then when you destroy enemies in a combo or whatnot, you send them towards your opponent.
Okay, so it is versus.
It's a versus game.
Okay. So he's gonna post that video right there because I don't have no idea what the hell he's talking about.
But this was my treasure hunt. This was like a game that I was searching for a long time on eBay, on everything, to find a home version of this, because they did make home versions of this on the Dreamcast, the Saturn, and the PS2, but in Japan only.
And got it for $10.
You can get it for $10. And when you go try to buy these games on physical copies of these games, they go for at least $80 to $100.
$10.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's good value, good cause. So whoever has an extra $10 minimum,
$10 minimum to get to beat the average.
To get most of it.
Pretty much all of it at this point.
Yeah. And then if you really want to be the hero, then definitely get the $40 one, since it is going towards like the whole Red Cross thing, right?
American Red Cross.
Yeah. Or you can choose your own charity, apparently, but you can try.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, the only other games that I've kind of played on here would be like the King of Fighters series, which I learned off Jackson. And then afterwards, I kind of totally got destroyed in college playing that, because everybody would just, there was all these freaking infinites and whatnot. And
Who was your team?
The Art of Fighting team.
So Rio, Robert, and Yuri.
Yeah, pretty much. That was my favorite, or you would sub in a Terry at some point, because I could not operate. Well, maybe Kyo, because Kyo kind of operated like Yuri.
Depends on which edition. Like if you go beyond 96, he plays differently.
Yeah, but like the moves were, I guess they were more standardized compared to some of the other characters, where I wasn't used to some of like the grappling characters like Clark and was it Daimon?
Daimon is the judo guy.
Yeah, the big grappling judo guy. Yeah, I couldn't use those characters at all, so I had to go with the simple combo characters.
Yeah. Back in high school, when I was playing these on emulators, I spent a large part of every afternoon learning every single character.
I can vouch that. Yes, he did. And I spent he spent a portion of that time just destroying me on the game, because I hardly ever played that stuff.
Yeah, it's like I just learned the ins and outs of every single character, like basic any sort of like fighting game training. Like you want to learn every single character and how they play.
Well, just like in anything else in life, you want to kind of be well rounded, especially in that area that you want to specialize in, right? Mm-hmm. So you're learning everything. But of course, back in the day, there was less characters. Now, almost every fighting game's got like 30 plus.
I think King of Fighters 14 has like 40 characters.
There you go, 40 characters. If you spent
50
plus characters.
Wow, thank you, Ken Guy.
An hour each is 50 plus hours. I'd rather play Final Fantasy.
It's a little bit of a sidetrack. Have you heard about the Final Fantasy 7 remake?
I have heard of it. Have not seen any trailers on it.
Have you heard the news that they're splitting that game up into multiple parts now because that game is so big?
Oh, I would assume so. I mean, the Final Fantasy 7 was how many discs was it originally?
3 discs.
Yeah, 3 CDs.
Yeah, 3 CDs.
Yeah, 3 CDs, and then now you can assume that at least 3 or 4 DVDs if they're gonna up it.
Blu-rays.
Yeah, now they go well Blu-rays, because we're not talking about DVDs anymore, because DVDs are out.
They don't hold as much data.
Yeah, we're talking more than 1080p here, right? They're probably going to redo it in like at least 1080p, if not like 4K level. But it's animated, but it'll be good, right? It'll be closer to what the movie's like.
Yeah, like if you compare that to Advent Children or it's The Spirits Within, it looks like that kind of quality.
Yeah, but once again, it's running the same storyline.
It's gonna retouch most of it,
mm-hmm.
But they're gonna change the translation because the English translation wasn't great. So they're retouching some of it to make it sound more well-rounded.
Yeah, that's good. I really enjoyed that one, even though I never defeated those 2 damn weapons. What do they call those?
The Omega weapons?
Yeah, those things were so annoying. Yeah, couldn't defeat them.
Those are like extra characters. Those are optional boss fights.
Yeah, but you want to when you're playing an RPG, you want to explore all avenues, right? So you could go there and then you get rocked. Like I got rocked like 6 times, and I was like, okay, forget it.
Yeah, yeah. Like there were when they announced that there's going to be multi-part series. I didn't really care for either because I just wanted to play it.
Mm-hmm.
But there were people who rather not have it be multi-part and have it released in all in one go.
Yeah, I can see that because you don't want to wait. Kind of like The Walking Dead. If you played any of the Walking Dead games, they release them in kind of like every few months. Like you'll play one chapter and then you'll be like, oh, end of chapter 1. Stay tuned for chapter 2, and you have to wait for it, and then it finally releases, and then it loads your save file, and then you go forward from there.
Yeah, that's the whole entire point of episodic content. But in that sort of release, people who want to play it now can play it now, and the people who want to wait for it to be done can still also wait for it to be done, just that they're waiting a lot longer.
Yeah, but you lose the... it's kind of like doing the whole series in one go. It's kind of like, okay, I'm going to spend like the next 2 days, because I got holidays, to blow through the game, right? Because that's, you just want to experience it again, right? But you don't have the time like in high school where you could experience it over like, half a year, right? Like everybody's got, jobs and whatnot to work on, right? So...
Yeah, but like you still have the option to wait for the fully released game. Like
yeah, then
like you're gonna be waiting regardless of however long it's gonna take to make the entire game.
Yes, but I also don't like to see a bunch of reviews online before kind of like episode 1 review and then the whole.
Oh yeah, that would make blacklisting or blacking out your spoilers a lot harder.
Because we're gonna talk about it, and you're gonna get spoiled.
Yeah, I've done it before where I've blocked out all media on Final Fantasy games and and went completely blind into the new releases. I did that for 12 and for 13.
12 and 13. Did I play those?
12 is the last PS2 game where you play as Vaughn and...
No, I did not play that one.
You have the Gambit system and whatnot. 13 is where you get introduced to Lightning.
I did not play that one either.
Yeah. Yeah, that was during the time where I went to Japan and bought the Japanese release of Advent Children so that I can get the demo of 13. But I never touched it until I actually beat the game.
Well, worth it, I see.
It actually is. It's actually a really good archive because like the demo on the movie, the Japanese release movie, plays completely different. Like it has different UI, different mechanics.
Would it have helped had you played that first?
It would have colored my my impressions.
There you go. Even though obviously betas and trials are never exactly the same, as what you're going to be playing. Yeah, I stopped at Final Fantasy 11 online and I didn't even beat that one.
Well, it's kind of hard to beat it.
Yeah,
but it's possible.
Yeah.
Ken Guy here beats it.
You beat it?
It's almost over though.
Oh,
yeah,
is it?
yeah,
it's almost always over.
No, they're actually finishing out the story.
Okay.
Yeah, they're finishing out the story, then they're going to shut down the servers.
What level are you?
I didn't play it. I just kept up the story.
Oh, you just watched it on YouTube. God damn it.
Yeah, like, yeah, I lost my train of thought on that one.
Yeah, so back to Humble Bundle, good deal, and everybody should try check it out if you have a chance to. Remember, you can't find it on Steam. You have to go to the Humble Bundle site to purchase it.
I have never actually looked myself, but this is what I think it is because I tried looking before and I couldn't find it.
There you go.
So it's
at that point when he
at
looked.
At this
I
point
never
when I
looked.
looked.
He looked.
Because when I heard like they're gonna put SNK Neo Geo games on Steam, I tried looking for it, couldn't find it. Then I saw an email from Humble Bundle like, "Hey, we got Neo Geo games." It's like, wait, okay, this is where it's coming from.
Yes. So let's look here. So new Android, well, not new Android game, since the mid-season finale of Walking Dead ended just on episode 8. So the new one's not going to come out until Valentine's Day, I think. February 14th is the possible the kind of like the where it takes off again. So I started to look for Walking Dead stuff because I'm a Walking Dead fan and whatnot.
Did they say any reason why it would be on Valentine's Day?
No idea. But they always have like a 3-month break, a 2-month break. It's kind of annoying. I mean, it's really good and it's worth the wait. But obviously, just like anything else, you just want to go through it, just watch it and whatnot. But the whole thing. That'll be like probably another 6 or 8 episodes before it finishes off on the on this one before they do a spin-off of it. That's what they were talking about, anyways.
Yeah.
And so once again, I was looking at the games for Walking Dead because they have the PC versions, which is on Steam, and then they also have the ones on Android. And I've been playing this Android one, and I just wanted to introduce it. It's about it's not as big as you think it would be. It's only got 1 million downloads, and it's a free game. Right?
Free to play game.
Free to play, and then obviously you can pay to get the best special items and
as usual.
Yeah, but definitely it's got that. It's definitely got that feel of Walking Dead in there, just like any of that if you've ever played with any of the previous games. This one is more. You get more control. More specifically, you have to go on runs to get items, to get things so that you can upgrade your buildings. You do have a home base, and then you do go on a little bit of a chase. I haven't, how to say, I played it, but I didn't really go through the story. I just went on a spree and just played it for a while, and I just want to kind of show it a bit for everybody.
Ooh, camera change. So we got this little mounted camera here. Ooh, that's your phone stuff.
Yoink.
Walking Dead No Man's Land.
Yes, that would be the game. So as you can see, I have some cans of tomato from my farm here. I'm just going to move this mic back. Right, and I'm going to collect these. Oh, look, so I have like 19K.
So this is kind of Farmville-ish kind of thing.
Yeah, you got that in there. So a few things. So you have your weapons. Oh, sorry, this is your experience tent.
Experience tent?
Apparently it generates experience points.
What did they do in there?
Get experience. You have your mission car. You have your council. Your council would be kind of like your... Oh, you're not playing... Oh, by the way, you're not playing as any of the main characters. It's a side story to Walking Dead. So you're not playing as Rick Grimes, Daryl, or any of the characters in the show. So it's a side story, just like any of the other Walking Dead ones.
Is this anywhere near located where the story takes place?
It starts off with Daryl helping out. Daryl is the guy with the crossbow.
Didn't everyone hate Daryl?
Everybody loves him now. And nobody would watch it if he was dead. I wouldn't watch it.
Okay.
Right, so, a few things there. You have the council, workshop where you upgrade, have your weapons. So, see here, there's there's zombies that come outside of your camp. So you clear it out, and every single time you clear it out a little bit.
Oh, you actually do the killing.
Yeah, you have to get... although I don't think it really bothers the camp because your walls don't actually have a HP.
So you don't get overrun?
Yeah, I don't think you can get overrun here.
But what's the point of a zombie apocalypse if you don't get overrun?
Well, not here, per se, right? Okay, so that happens every time you load up something. Here's your campfire, which doesn't really do much except for tell you, what your next missions are. Your training ground, so you upgrade your characters in there. And then you have a hospital where you can if your characters are injured, then you go there and you get healed. Right? It can take some time. Like high level characters can take up towards 10 to 30 minutes, depending on how injured you are on the mission. And a radio tent. The radio tent basically allows you to call survivors. So you can call a survivor. Is it too loud?
No, just keep on.
Yeah, if you can call survivors and whatnot, but you can only hold a certain amount of people in your group, right? So if we look at here, I have a few characters here, right? Mark, Lynn, Christine.
Where are all those symbols?
So we have a bruiser. So I haven't gone through the game yet. So this is Christine. She's not that. This is we'll go for Mark because Mark's a 3-star. 3-star, and you can only level up to a certain amount, right? So you have a level 5 of 8, so he maxes out at 8 and he's a 3-star character.
So you're leveling up twice?
Well, I've already all leveled up to 5, but your council has to be strong enough before you can upgrade your training grounds, and your training grounds allows you to upgrade your character.
Okay, that's a weird chain of... Sure, okay,
Yeah,
sure.
so it's kind of like your command center and then your upgrades and whatnot. So basically, every time I upgrade, so Mark here is a bruiser, so he uses blunt force weapons, right? And he also has more health because he's more of a... He's your tank, is what it is.
Okay.
He's your tank, right? And he gets he has a vest, right? And then there's different classes of vests. So a level 5 vest, 2-star, and a level 2 vest with 3 stars. So higher the star rating, the more epic or more uncommon or rare your items are.
That's the usual.
Right. So Mark's a level 3 or a 3-star character. Sorry, not level 3, he's level 5 on a 3-star, which is kind of average. He's your average character, right?
What do you start with?
You start off with a bunch of level 1s.
Okay.
So you have level 1, 1-star character.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you quickly pick up extra characters like a level 2 shooter. So okay, over here, so we have train, so I can train him now.
What does training do?
Training levels him up. So it would be after I finish this one, after an hour and a half. I'm not going to sit here for an hour and a half, but it'll be 6 out of 8. You can never change the star of your character. At least I haven't figured it out yet. I haven't seen it.
Okay, so that's just like pay whatever that currency is to level up your character to raise their stats.
Right. So there's your experience. Whatever you gain during your experience on your runs and your experience tent, you're able to train your character. Right. We can go through that after. I don't want to train Mark. Let's look at
How big can your group be?
Depends on the mission. It can be up to 3, usually three characters per run, and we'll go through a run in a bit.
Like, and how many can you hold in your camp?
So right now I have 7, so I'm maxed out at 7 out of 7 right there.
And then you pay real money to get more.
You can also upgrade your training grounds to get an extra character. See that max? Oh, sorry, no, that's the wrong one.
Build more supply depots.
Yeah, something like that.
We require more Vespian gas.
Yeah, no. Initial survivor.
All right, so
Maybe it's I can't find that one.
So how much time have you put into this again?
Probably just around like just like a few hours, like 5, 6 hours.
Okay, so you're pretty new to this.
I'm fairly new to this, right? I don't know everything that has to go in here. So your mission card gives you gas. So here's your gas tank, right? Your gas tank allows, and each mission eats up a certain amount of gas. So there's your limit for the day.
Oh, so that's your your energy meter.
Yeah, whatnot. And okay, let's go through here. Let's see some weapons. Let's go through some weapons. So cool. So we have So the hunter class has basically rifles, and they get hunting vests. So, and it basically tells you which one your character is using. So Lynn is my 3-star hunter, and she's got this rare Kevlar at a 3-star. So it's just rare, and minimum level 3 needed to wear this Kevlar. And once I level it up, then struggles last longer. So a struggle is when you get into a fight and you're about to die.
Oh, you actually watch these runs?
You actually go on the run. You
do it yourself.
Yeah, it's fairly strategic. It's not bad.
Okay, so like in most free-to-play games, when I see these kind of things, when you go send people out on runs, you don't get to see any of it.
Yeah, in this one, you can even die. So your characters can die permanently.
Well, most zombie scenarios, yes.
So
can you actually lose all of your team?
Yes, if you keep going on those deadly runs, your team can die.
Okay, what happens to your camp if all your team dies?
No idea. Haven't tried that yet.
Okay.
I would not. I don't know.
I'm kind of curious what the end game is this, because usually in most zombie survival games, like the end game is you being dead.
Yeah. Well, you're trying to survive against zombies, right? So on this one, I'm going to upgrade this Kevlar using my experience points here. So I have 10,000. I'm going to use 3,000. I'm going to upgrade. So when I'm upgrading this one, it still allows me to use the character and whatnot. It's just not fun. If I'm upgrading a character, so let's upgrade a character here.
I'm getting flashbacks to Valkyria Chronicles at the moment.
I like to upgrade. I don't want to upgrade some.
Yeah, because like outside of Valkyria Chronicles missions, you go into your camp to train your students, your class of students.
Yeah.
And this is more or less exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, that's kind of what's going on here. I don't want to use my tomato yet, so let's go on a run. right? Let's go on a run.
All right, let's do a mission.
It's a mission. So it starts off at Terminus. I guess you finish off Terminus, and Daryl's overwatching you, gives you advice and whatnot. And I finished around 3 episodes, so I'm going on to the 4th episode.
Oh, okay. So they're gated by episodes. How many episodes are there? Do you know?
Here you go. Coming soon. Up to 11. So there is quite a bit. If you don't get tired of it, I am kind of getting a bit tedious on this.
And you can. Oh, there's multi-parts in these episodes.
Yeah. So each one so there's like at least like 6 parts to each one, and then so this is your deadly mission. So if you die here, you die. Your character dies. Whatever dies there dies.
Okay.
On your regular ones, you can reset, per se.
What do you mean by reset?
So if you lose your characters, you'll just end up going back to the camp.
Oh, okay.
You can flee. You can flee and just have one severely injured person.
Oh, so fission mailed.
Yeah. So you have some, but they don't die. They just get really injured. So in here, so deadly power level 6 recommended. I have a bunch of level 5s, but let's go on the run here. So I got Mark, Christine, and Lynn. These are my 3-star characters, all at level 5. And see, look at that exclamation mark. That means I can change a weapon. So it lets you know that you have a better weapon available. So
Oh, she has a screwdriver.
yeah. So now she has.
Why is the screwdriver better than that knuckle knife?
Because this is a 4-star level 5 screwdriver. It's like a +1 mace, except it's not a mace. It's a plus, 5 or 4 screwdriver.
Good old RPG logic.
Yep. And we're gonna go here.
Not since was it Dead Island where I had that sort of logic thrown in my face.
So level 6 recommended, dead pile. So you go in Town's Gate, tells you what's going on. And loading up right now.
Ooh, there's actually load times in this.
Yeah, the load time. So this game is really processor intensive. Like I lose battery life while charging while playing this.
So this won't work on any older phone.
Not specifically. No, it will probably destroy your battery. And I'm trying to connect. It's good.
So
It's not loading. It's weird.
So you wouldn't recommend this on anything older than like a 3-year-old phone then?
I suggest a quad core phone.
Do people realize that their phones are quad core? Is that sort of a metric that people know?
Well, most of the newer Android phones are quad core.
Like I know like some like really ridiculous Samsung tablets are saying that they're octo core. Mm-hmm. It's like that's a nice marketing feature, but I don't know anything that actually uses or needs that kind of thing. But I guess this is the case.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, internets. So there are times when you're gonna lose your Wi-Fi or internet connection. What happens?
Last time I had that, it kind of paused.
Oh, so it remembers your progress.
It kind of did. I'm not sure if it was just the phone itself that remembered it, or it was, or it actually remembers it.
So is there any sort of internet or network interactions, or are you just playing by yourself?
You are basically playing by yourself. There is like, other battles here. So let me choose that screwdriver again. 5-4 screwdriver. Here we go. Voila. And start the mission. Let's see if we can get this thing loaded. There we go.
Okay, now it's loading. So it's basically just pinging the server for like making sure that you're not like wrecking your save file or hacking it or anything
hacking
like that.
it, yeah. So get to the exit area with a blue rectangle.
Oh wow, this looks like the zombie board games I've played.
Fairly close, so I have to get there. So there's more than likely a wait time there. So.
This is XCOM.
So I'm moving.
So
this.
you have a movement radius.
You have moon radius. You have a fog of war, so you can see only in certain angles.
Yeah, so this is exactly XCOM. Wait, who made this?
The same people who make most of the Walking Dead games. So end turn. So to get to that side, so this opens in 6 turns.
Oh, and that unleashes the flood of zombies. So what you're trying to do is like seal it.
Open it to run through it. So what I'm gonna do?
Oh, so you have to survive for 6 turns and get to the gate.
Yeah, I think that's the goal here, anyways.
Okay. So how long do these missions usually take?
Uh-oh. So I ran past it, and now there's something that came out.
Oh, that is a
Level 6 zombie. If you attack them unknowingly, more than likely you kill them. Right?
so sneak attack.
Yeah, so, but if you attack them while they are attacking you, then they deal less damage.
Okay. So that is a monster generator, kind of like Gauntlet.
Kind of. Oh, there you go, level 5 zombie right there.
You just pop out of nowhere, or you just hit the fast forward button.
You end your turn, so every time you end your turn, you do that, right? So I'll go over here, go over here. So what I'm doing is I'm just obviously moving my character into more strategic positions.
Just wait by the gate.
Yeah, and I'll show you here. So 3 turns before 2 more zombies come out, right? So in my turn, Walker's turn, he comes out. Oh, another one came out.
Yeah, that is a zombie generator. Like, you can't actually attack this generator and like make it go away, huh?
Nope, you cannot. So if I move my character just a bit, and you can see that there's a half circle there, so that means they have an extra turn, and that's to use their ability Overwatch, and Overwatch allows you to defend yourself.
So yeah, this is exactly XCOM.
Do I want to? So I'm going to use my my bruiser Mark to open the gate. So he's going to be stuck there for 6 turns.
Oh, so you have to do it yourself. It's not automatic.
Nope. So you have to go there, and he's going to open it. So then once that happens, if I shoot this person, if I shoot this zombie, it'll call more zombies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end turn. Instead of attacking, I'm going to defend. When you're defending and you shoot, you don't call an extra zombie. But if I shoot, there you go.
Whoa, dear.
Oh,
you woke them all up.
Yeah.
Also, a lack of foresight. I forgot to plug in audio for this.
What do you mean?
There's audio to this game, right?
There's audio to this game. I just don't have the sound to it. Or, sorry, my speaker on this phone's kind of blown, so I can't really use it.
I could have plugged it into the mixer.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
lack of foresight.
So I can flee here if I press flee.
But then
I have to choose one to leave behind, and you lose all the loot crates, and you get severely injured, right? So I can choose one to leave behind to basically fend off the horde while we're doing that. So I'm going to wait here. I'm going to see they're going to advance on me. There you go.
Wow,
Holy
that's a lot of them.
crap. And yeah, I don't know why I chose this mission. And here we go, attack and stab and dead. Right. So obviously, the more damage you deal, the better it's going to be. I'll step back.
Do you guys get infected?
In Walking Dead, you're already infected.
Oh yeah, in that world's logic, yes.
Oops. Boom. I shoot.
Oh, you can shoot through your characters.
You can shoot through them. One main issue here is, well, besides from
wow, that's a lot of them.
yeah, I didn't expect it for this mission. And I'm going to move over here, and you can shoot through. So I'm going to use a strategic vantage point, hopefully.
Like your piercing shot.
Yeah, they're all piercing shots.
Ooh.
Right, so that's good for that. I want to move back here just a bit.
That's a split.
And then, so she gets attacked. She's going to kill this one up here, but she's probably going to get attacked by this one over there. And holy crap.
They just keep coming.
Yeah, one of those situations where you don't want to be in. Boom, again. So I got a bunch of them. She's going to get attacked by this level 6 guy right here. And again, more.
How can that pile of that dead pile, generate that many zombies?
How can there be infinite zombies in a zombie apocalypse? You just nuke them all from space, right? It's the only way to be sure.
That almost cleared all the top half of that screen there.
Yeah, and so hopefully the text. Oh, I can't defend their one, and so here's like a bunch of them.
Now it's time to run.
Yeah, now we run, right? So I have specials over here.
What do those do?
So basically, bonus critical damage. So this one has got a critical attack for brain stab. So aim straight. So sometimes when you slash them, it doesn't actually stab them in the head. Right? So you can do a critical attack. So if I'm going to use this critical attack here, well, it's basically, so you see the special thingy here, and I'm going to aim. Let's aim this way. Oops. Boom. Right. In 2 more turns, I'm gonna have 7 zombies crawl out just from that.
Just run.
Yeah. Okay. Run. Boom, boom, boom. But this person's shot, so she's gonna get surrounded there.
Oh wow, she is dead.
She's bruised now, right? So now there's gonna be a recovery period. She's not dead.
Wow, she would be dead.
I was trying to demo to you guys. Bam. So that was one of the original characters you start with. But you can retire them. And so that
what trying to do?
I guess it doesn't really kick them out of the camp because you're not really kicking them out. It just, I guess you can put them in the camp and they don't go on runs anymore.
And what does that do?
They do nothing. So you can't choose them anymore. They're just off your list.
No, so this is essentially like trashing them, but they're, in this world context, you're just leaving them in camp.
Yeah. So I got 660 experience points. I killed 24. Right next. So I have no injury for Mark because he was opening the gate and I protected him. She got injured. She got attacked twice from the shooter, and she got attacked like twice from here. So 10 minutes and 7 minutes for recovery time. You can't use these characters on a mission, right?
That's not too bad.
Yeah. So, so here's your boxes after a mission. So you get loot boxes, and obviously these are silver ones. If you get a gold one, then higher end items inside.
No, yeah.
Right. So we're gonna go 1, 2, and 3, and I'll tell you if I chose one of those, which I did not. So
you got a fancy gun.
No, I got a level 4 1-star, so it's pretty garbage.
Oh.
At this point. Continue. Oh, it's like a gig already. Anyway, so that's good for that. I just want to show you.
So that's a mission run.
That's a mission run.
And then you just rinse and repeat.
You rinse and repeat to finish off the storyline, to try and get to it, because we just rescued this guy from a prison. Apparently he seems not so trustworthy.
Okay.
So we have to run through it to see how it's gonna go.
Okay, so what's the real world currency in this game?
So the currency is food. So your building supplies or whatnot is cans of tomato or tomato.
Okay.
And then this one, you have experience points. So you get experience points by either in the tent or out on a mission.
Okay.
And you upgrade your character here. Right, so maximum my character can go to on this training ground is the level 6 right now, unless I upgrade it again. So I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade a character for you guys. You can't upgrade them while they're injured. Duh. Okay, so let's upgrade Mark. I don't have a choice. I'll upgrade Mark for you. Right, boom. Now that character becomes unusable. So while healing, while upgrading, you can't do jack. And
so what do you spend real money on?
So you can spend real money on shopping. Oh, it's not that one. So here it is. This is, you get piles of gold. Even gold has no value in zombie apocalypse. It's gold, right? So either your linebacker bundle, right? Oh, so if you buy it, you get a bunch of stuff. The bundle has 1,000 pieces of gold, which allows you to upgrade stuff faster instantly. An extra survivor slot, you can pay for it. A legendary weapon, which is a 5-star weapon, a really good weapon. Full tank of gas. If you actually were out of gas, it would give you a full tank of gas.
Okay.
And full supplies. If you were out of supplies, it would give you lots of tomato sauce.
Okay. So
It'd be
money
better.
just buys you more of, raises your limit.
Yeah, it raises your limit for everything, and it's fun for that.
So what do the other ones do then? If that's just that, then what do the or is it the gold just makes things go faster?
Gold just makes things go faster.
And that's all it does?
It's just like anything in the world. Gold makes anything go faster. Oh, so I came back from a mission, and there's some zombies surrounding my area.
And if you don't do anything with them, nothing happens.
Not that I noticed, but I always do something about it. But you get experience points out of it, so why not? And let's upgrade something. Can't upgrade this yet.
So that is basically the cycle of the game. You go into camp, upgrade your stuff, go on missions, come back, and then do more. Right.
So then you can call survivors too, right? So if you get a radio, you can call 1 to 5-star survivor. If you spend 5 radios, a boosted signal, you get 2 to 5 stars. And then if you spend 15 radios, then you get a 3 to 5 star.
Oh, I know this mechanic. All right, this is like the random draw card.
Yeah, so here we go. I'm gonna spend 5 radios for you guys right now.
How often do you get radios?
It's usually from the mission boxes.
Okay.
So at the end, you get like so every time you complete a mission, you have a chance of getting radios. Like, and if it's gold radio boxes, like you might get like 3 radios.
Okay.
Right. So you have an okay chance, but let's spend 5 right now, right?
How long does it take you to collect 5?
It took me I guess like 2 hours, 2-3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's try to spend 5 right now. Right. It's calling out. Uh-oh. So I got a level 3 bruiser again.
A 3-star bruiser at level 4.
Yes, 4 out of 10. So it's a higher. This one allows you to go to the level 10. So it's
As a higher cap.
a higher cap, right? So I can manage my slots because I have no spots available.
So you have to throw one out.
I kind of have to throw one out, but
Or
you know
spend
what?
your real money,
There you go.
gold stuff to get another slot.
Yeah. Do I want to throw one out? I have so many bruisers already. Okay, I'm gonna have to check Eleanor because Eleanor, she's been good for a while.
But she's like a level 5 cap.
Yeah, she's got a level 5 cap.
So if you retire them, do you get all that stuff back?
I don't know, but I'm gonna unequip her basically back to her basic stuff, and then retire her.
Because that would suck if like you had all the best gear on someone and you toss them and then you don't get all that stuff back.
Yeah, you can let us know in the comments. Retire, so I'm gonna retire and then get some experience points out of that. So now I have an extra slot. I just go backwards, I exit out of this, and I can accept this. I can accept Joyce. Oops.
Right, can you actually expand your camp?
Yes, every time you see over here, it just opened up a little bit. Every time you complete a mission or you upgrade your council, you get a larger camp.
Like how large can it get?
No idea, but there's stuff in the middle like junk. You have to spend stuff to remove it. So here's some junk here. That's unusable space, right? So if I try to move my thing over here, it blocks it out.
Like you can move those at any time?
Yeah, you can move it anytime. So I'm here. I'm going to remove my junk here. You want to clear the air for 750 food. In the beginning, it's very expensive, but right now I have 20k. I'll just show you guys removing it. So it takes like 10 seconds. They'll just remove it, and now you can use the space.
It's kind of like what's Age of Empires kind of thing.
Yeah. And it's gone. Woo. Right. And then there's a limit to upgrade, so you can only upgrade whatever the council allows you to upgrade.
Yeah.
Right, so therefore, the next thing I'm going to be working on is the council, which is 20k. I don't have enough for that yet because I spent 750 removing that, and I will do that, soon or whatnot. But it's got a good. So you travel around, you saw the gameplay, it's whatnot. You just got to be careful, otherwise it disables you for a while, and then you have to wait for it because you only have a certain amount of characters and whatnot.
Yeah, that's a lot. That is a pretty hefty game for a free to play.
Yeah. I didn't spend any of my gold. Yeah, so it's got a lot of good stuff in here, and you can always replay them in harder modes and whatnot, right? So it starts off after Terminus, if you ever watched the thing on it. So I can play hard right now. So these are extra missions. They don't actually do anything. You just play it for experience or play it for food.
Get specific rewards, I guess.
Yeah, and you also get at the end of every mission, regardless of the mission, you usually get to use the prize boxes to get, hopefully, to get more stuff out of that. And yeah, so I can't use any of the characters. So if right now people are being healed. Go back to this one. And so if I try to choose this one, Lawless, level 6 recommended, I can't use any of them because, I can use her. But I can't use Lynn, then I can't use Mark because she's being healed, as you can see here, and he's being upgraded. So I have to choose other characters.
Okay.
Right, and that's it for that.
Okay, so that's the cycle.
That's a cycle. It's a decent game if you got some time on it. Yeah, it's not an autoplay game like last week we showed Summoner's War, where you can autoplay most of the stuff. And Summoner's War just got a huge upgrade in terms of if you've played previously. There's more. They upgraded some new character versions. They moved on the story, so the story is now going forward. There's team battles in terms of multiple bigger bosses and multiple players ganging up on a boss, but you don't get to choose for that. So I just got that upgrade this morning. Pretty interesting as well. When I have something, I'll show you. But I've been losing a lot of battles recently, so it's not good to show. When you lose.
All right, so that's a pretty neat phone game. Really heavy. So that's for
Yeah.
a free-to-play game.
Yeah, and I think that's about it for today. I think we don't have anything else to go through.
No, I think that's more or less it.
Yeah, and so once again, the name of our show is Kibitzer or Kibitzer.
Some word I don't know how to
Kids.
pronounce.
Right, and we'll have it up on the screen there, and hope to see you guys next week. And if you have any questions or comments, just leave it in the comment area below, and we're done.
Yay.